Good afternoon. My name is Vernon Abeita, the governor for the Pueblo of Isleta here in New Mexico. Thank you very much for having me, Madam Vice President. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today about this historic funding that we have received for broadband access through Indian country. In the beginning, we noticed that we didn't have the ability for broadband access, and when the pandemic hit, this definitely opened our eyes to say, hey, we don't have this accessibility for our children, which when the pandemic hit, all the schools went to like a Zoom-based learning style, and we weren't prepared for that. And this did put some of our children behind, and it did cause a lot of issues that within the Pueblo. It impacted our education for our children, which put some of them back within their learning. It also affected our health care because of the pandemic. Pre-vaccinations, a lot of our tribal members weren't able to go and get their normal checkups and their normal routines. And so this is some of the stuff that we're grateful and grateful about receiving this funding, so we can provide this internet access to our tribal members so they can get the education they need, so we can go ahead and develop telehealth services for our community members. And this is one of the things that we're very appreciative of, and that we are seeing this important shift within tribal nations and pueblos to have this broadband access within our communities. I just want to say that, Madam Vice President, very appreciative of this funding that you're providing to the Pueblos, tribes, and nations, which really is holding up to its trust responsibilities within Indian country, and we appreciate that very much. So through all of this infrastructure money that we're getting, we will be able to provide these types of services to our community for education, healthcare, and economic development, and the ability to have some programs work from home, have small businesses work from home, using the broadband that we can provide for our communities. I want to thank, again, Vice President, for not only recognizing the problem within Indian country, but also providing that solution with the funding that was announced today. We're very excited and very happy to receive the $26 million as stated, and we are looking forward to getting this infrastructure in place and moving our community forward in any way that we can to make sure that we provide these services to the community. As I mentioned earlier during the announcement here in New Mexico, we're only 15 miles away from Albuquerque, and yet our community isn't able to have full internet service to our community members. So we relied on a lot of self-service hotspots, which caused a lot of which didn't give us a lot of good connectivity because of our area that we're in, and it also, cell service is very expensive for us here. So those are some of the things that hopefully with this new broadband funding that we get will definitely take away some of that burden and make it to where all of our Pueblo members can have broadband internet access, not only for us, but for everyone else who has received the grant funding. Again, we're very appreciative of the funding that we received. Just as Mayor Landrieu said, this is just the beginning, and we look forward to working together and having this great partnership with the Office of the Vice President. Again, I want to thank the Vice President and NTIA for the financial support provided to the Pueblo of Isleta and the other tribes and nations today. Today's announcement for expanding internet access for our tribes and pueblos was truly historic and very appreciative. The project will make a significant difference within our communities. Again, Madam Vice President, Mayor Landrieu, I appreciate the opportunity to speak on behalf of the Pueblo of Isleta. Thank you very much.